is the story, the fantastically true story, of Herbert A. Philbrick, who for 9 frightening years did lead 3 lives. Average citizen, high-level member of the Communist Party, and counter-spy for the Federal Bureau of Investigation. For obvious reasons, the names, dates, and places have been changed, but the story is based on fact. All law enforcement agencies, federal, state, and local, are concerned with the criminal activities of the Communist Party. In a moment, you'll see what happens when the comrades discover that a member of the police anti-Red Squad has infiltrated their ranks.
Stop. Let's get in the car.
Okay. Oh. Pamphlets, huh?
Maybe.
Where do we take them?
You'll see.
Must be something special.
Pretty nosy, aren't you, comrade?
Mike's right. You're too nosy, Philbrick. Take it easy. You're just going along for the ride. And when it's all over, you'll have something in your report for the FBI. Matter?
Oh, I hurt my back yesterday, and these things are heavy.
Yeah. Well, maybe I better drive for you.
I don't know. Dixon didn't say anything about you doing any driving.
He didn't say anything one way or the other.
Yeah. Okay.
What's the route?
You take Highway 13 to Franklin and Hilldale, turn left on Lincoln Avenue.
Well, that'll bring us right back into town.
Any objections?
No. Like you said, Philbrick, must be something very special in those packages. Otherwise, why this long drive out to the country? Why all the mystery about where we're going to deliver them? And why, if we're going back to town, the instructions that you might have to stay on this job as late as tomorrow morning? The communists have something important on the fire, all right. And they're going to tell you as little as possible about it. But whatever they tell you, whatever you find out, will end up in Special Agent Dressler's files at the Federal Bureau of Investigation. So the comrades do sleep after all. I was beginning to wonder if they ever closed both eyes at the same time. Police car. Watch it, Philbrick. Don't break any laws. Don't get picked up. Not today. Not with a carload of party literature in the back seat. Uh-oh. On my tail. Why? Don't jump to conclusions. Maybe they're just cruising around. Make sure. You can go a little faster than this without breaking the speed limit. They aren't cruising. They were waiting for this car. You know what that means? Police anti-Red Squad. Somebody tipped them off again. You gotta shake them, Philbrick. You've got to. You know what'll happen if they arrest you. If it comes out that you're a commie, you can just see your boss's face. And the FBI. You're no good to them except as a secret member. Come on, do something. this stretch of road before. You remember it. It's your only chance of losing them. You'll have to risk it.
What's going on?
Police car.
What's the idea? You all have sense enough to obey traffic laws on a job like this.
I do. I was no traffic cruiser.
Huh?
Those cops must have been part of the anti-red squad.
You sure?
They were expecting us. They started playing tag with us the minute we drove by.
Well, how'd they find out we were coming this way?
That's what I'd like to know.
I'll do the driving.
No, you won't. I'm going to choose the route from now on and stay out of trouble. What's the destination?
The bookstore.
Okay. We'll get out of here now before that police car comes back. Then we'll stroll around until after dark, in case they're still in the neighborhood. Comrade Dixon's bookstore. When the police have been trailing you, you don't drive up to the front door. You sneak around to the alley entrance. Of course, they were so cagey about this mission, you'd probably have come the back way without the police.
What happened to you? You should have been here hours ago.
Yeah, we're lucky to be here at all, Comrade Dixon. We nearly spent the night in jail.
I see. Just what did happen, Comrade Herb?
Well, let's get the car unloaded first before somebody spots it. Then I'll be happy to give you a complete report.
Comrade Bud will unload the car. Bring me in one of those bundles. You know what to do with the rest of them.
Right.
I'm very anxious to learn what difficulties you encountered. Go ahead, Comrade Herb.
Comrade Mike had the instructions. I did what he told me to do. After we picked up the material, I took over the wheel.
Oh, why?
Well, my back was bothering me.
And I followed the route he gave me.
I see.
Just on the outskirts of town, I noticed a police car was following us. I checked my speed. I was doing 25 miles an hour in a 35-mile zone. Even so, the cops stuck with us. I stalled around for 3.5 hours before I dared come here, and I don't like it. There's no possible reason why those cops should have followed us, excepting they were expecting us.
Expecting you?
Comrade Dixon, you may not be aware of it, but the fascist police have already exposed several of our key members. They've stolen party documents. They've published party secrets.
I am quite aware of it, Comrade. And just how do you think they've been able to accomplish all this?
There's only one possible explanation. The anti-red squad has planted a police spy in our party. We've got to do something about it. If we don't, the entire movement is in jeopardy.
Your concern is understandable, but quite unnecessary.
Oh?
We're not as lax as you seem to think. For some time now, we've suspected that the anti-red squad had infiltrated our ranks.
Well, then why hasn't the traitor been exposed? Why hasn't he been stopped?
He will be stopped now. That's why you and Comrade Mike took this little journey today.
I don't get it, Comrade.
The review board has the job of enforcing party security. They have been weeding out suspects in the past month. Certain party members have been told about certain party activities, but no two members have been told about the same activities. On 3 occasions recently, the local police have acted on advance information, but only one other member had been informed of these 3 maneuvers.
I see.
Of course, I had to be absolutely certain. Your trip out of town was the final test, except for the 3 of us here who knew about it.
Not the 3 of us. You didn't give me these details, remember?
I had to be absolutely sure of your loyalty too, Comrade Herb. In any case, only one other member was informed of the route you were taking and your objectives. When the police tried to intercept you, I got final proof. I know who their spy is.
Oh, wait a minute, Comrade. I object to being made a decoy. My Communist Party membership is secret. Suppose the Gestapo had caught up with me with all that party literature in the back of the car. I'd have lost my job, I'd have lost my business contacts, I'd have lost everything. I'm not thinking so much about myself, but I wouldn't be of much use to the party after that, would I?
Even if the police had caught up with you, I doubt whether they'd find anything very incriminating. Open it up. Perhaps the newspaper hardly proved membership in the Communist Party. Comrade Herb, have you heard of a Comrade Rick?
No.
Comrade Mike?
Yeah, there was a Comrade Rick in my cell 6 months ago. Is that the one you mean?
And you think you'd be able to recognize him if you saw him again?
Sure, Comrade.
Good, then we'll use you. Rick is to be liquidated immediately. The accident will take place tomorrow morning at 5 o'clock. I think I'd better remind Rick of his appointment. Hello, Richard. This is Mr. Davis. Yes, that's right. Sorry to call you so late, but I just wanted to be sure you hadn't forgotten our little fishing date in the morning.
Don't worry, Mr. Davis. I've been looking forward to it. The instructions haven't been changed, have they? Fine. I'll be waiting then. Goodbye. Thanks again for calling.
What's wrong, Rick?
Well, nothing, huh?
It wasn't Mother, was it? She said she wasn't feeling very well when I talked to her this afternoon.
Honey, it was just a business call.
At this time of night?
Yeah, one of the comrades making certain I wouldn't miss my appointment tomorrow morning.
Oh?
I have to leave here at 4:30, honey. It's out on the other side of town.
Oh, I don't know why the force assigned you to this. It's dangerous enough just being a regular policeman.
Honey, they didn't assign me. I volunteered, and there's no danger. Now, come on, let's go up to bed. I'm sorry the phone woke you.
Well, it's almost time for the baby's feeding. I might as well do it while I'm up.
I'll tell you what. You just take it easy. I'll go fix this formula.
Oh, no, Rick. I don't think you,
What's the matter? Don't you trust me to fix my own son's formula?
Well, all right. Go ahead. I was planning to scrub the kitchen tomorrow anyway.
Ouch.
Rick,
Yeah?
have you told headquarters about this communist business tomorrow?
Well, honey, there's nothing to tell until after it's all over. I don't know what they want with me.
It must be important. They've called twice, haven't they?
Yeah? Well, that's par for the course. They're always checking and rechecking. They'll probably just send me out on some small errand. You'll see. It'll be nothing serious.
The method we will use to liquidate Rick is a hit-and-run accident. A city of this size is accustomed to several such accidents each week or so.
You've heard this kind of talk before. Liquidation, successful suicides, accidents. But tonight it's more than talk. There must be some way you can stop them. Get the information to Special Agent Dressler. You better hurry, though. Not much time left.
Even policemen are killed in auto crashes, and even police spies.
Yes, Comrade.
Now, I want you to switch cars with Comrade Bud. The police know your license number, so you'll see it won't be very safe for you to be driving your own car.
Excuse me, comrades. It's getting late. If you
I
don't
want
need
you to
me,
remain
I'll...
Comrade Herb.
Oh?
You felt so strongly about the matter of informers in the party, I thought you might enjoy learning just how we dispose of them.
Yeah, of course I would.
Although this particular problem doesn't require your services, the information may prove valuable at a later date. Besides, I want you to do something a little later on. Now, this is the intersection of Sutton Street and Sherwood Oaks. Rick has been told to be here at 5 a.m. We chose this particular time and place because it's a quiet residential section, and it's very unlikely that anyone will be outside so early. Now, Rick is to be here on the northwest corner beside a mailbox. I borrowed these from my son's collection. Comrade Mike, you will approach the intersection from this direction in Comrade Bud's car. You will stop when you're exactly opposite the mailbox.
I understand.
You will then open the door to the driver's seat. That will be the signal which will identify you to Rick. You will then slide over so that Rick can take over the wheel. Now, Comrade Bud will be waiting here on the northeast corner in your car. He will drive forward at full speed when he sees Rick in the street. Just as Rick reaches the side door of this car and starts to get inside, Comrade Bud's car will sideswipe him. It is extremely unlikely that Rick will survive the force of such a blow. Comrade Bud will drive on until he reaches the garage where arrangements have been made to store and repair the car he's using. I want you to remain at the scene of the accident and call the police immediately. Of course, the description you give of the hit-and-run vehicle may be somewhat inaccurate, particularly since it's your own car.
Yes, Comrade.
You may leave now, comrades. Check your automobiles. Be certain there's no danger of a mechanical slip-up.
Yes, Comrade. Good night, Comrade.
Good night. You see, Comrade Herb, we leave nothing to chance. I don't think you need worry about the anti-Red Squad any longer.
No, I guess not. Well, I'll be shoving off.
Why are you in such a hurry, Comrade? You were told this assignment might take all night.
Yeah, I know, but it's after midnight. I'd like to get a little sleep. Besides that, I haven't eaten since early.
Unfortunately, that may not be possible.
Why not?
A directive arrived this morning. There's only one copy, and it has to be sent back tomorrow. I want you to study it very carefully and be prepared to give a summary at the meeting Wednesday. You are not to make any notes. You are to rely strictly on memory.
But this...
You better get right at it, Comrade. That is, if you're so very anxious about sleeping.
Of course, Comrade.
You can work at the desk. I have some other things to do.
We've got to get out of here, Philbrick. A man's life is at stake. But how can you when you've got this thing to memorize?
When you're finished, I'll drive you home.
It's late. There isn't much time left. But you've got to go through the motions while you try to figure out how to get word to Rick Harper or to someone else who can stop him from keeping his 5 o'clock date. Words. Think of the words that'll save a man's life. Think of something. Do something before Comrade Dixon returns. Comrade Dixon's no fool. He trusts me just about as far as he can see me. He'll be in and out of here all night till I can tell him I've learned the directive by heart. And the time's flying by. Every tick of the clock bringing the hour of Rick's rendezvous closer. Every swing of the pendulum measuring the minutes left to save him. The words. The dreary words you've got to learn for Comrade Dixon. The pages of words you've got to be able to repeat to make him believe you haven't done anything to save Rick. If, in the long run, you're able to save him. Fantastic, isn't it? It's only 15 feet to that door and only a couple of blocks from there to a drugstore where you could phone Dressler for help. More fantastic that it's only 15 inches to the telephone on this desk. But with Comrade Dixon hovering over you, you can't even reach for a cigarette without arousing suspicion. And the time is running out. The time is running out. You're going to have to make a decision. Rick's life or your job as a counter-spy. You can save him by just getting up and walking out of here. The comrades will know then that you're working for the FBI, but Rick will still be alive. What are you talking about, Philbrick? The reason you're a counter-spy is to save not just one life, but maybe thousands. You've got to stick this out till the end and wrap it up before the end. The time's up. This is the last possible minute to act. Take a chance, a long chance. But don't wait another minute. Grab that telephone. Quick. Hello, darling. Yeah, it's me. I bet I woke you up. Well, look, darling, I don't think I'm going to get home at all tonight. I know, but it was one of these rush layouts. We've got to have it ready first thing in the morning. I'm just finishing up. Yeah. I'll have breakfast at the drugstore. Right. Goodbye, darling.
You ready to go now?
Yeah. Would you drop me off at the drugstore? I'm famished.
Which drugstore?
I'll show you. Dawn.
Yes.
Here, Herb. I've got a man planted down the end of the alley.
Anti-Red Squad's got a cop planted in the party. The comrades know who it is. They've set him up for a hit-and-run accident.
When? Where?
Sutton and Sherwood Oaks. 5 a.m.
Today?
Yeah.
Holy mackerel. He'll be on his way there now.
Yeah, I couldn't get to you any sooner.
Sure. Police radio cruiser's the only way of stopping it now. Our field officer get word to them. Give me the details.
They're using 2 cars, one a gray sedan, just as Comrade Rick gets in. Yeah, that's his party name. It's all I've got.
Okay, go ahead.
Just as he gets in, another car will come around the corner and sideswipe him.
You said Sutton and Sherwood Oaks?
Right.
Okay. CF27YT. CF27YT.
The comrades won't be late. You know that, Philbrick. They said 5 a.m., and that means 5 a.m. You don't have any leeway, not a single minute. FBI shortwave communications operate 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. They'll get Dressler's message in time. They've got to. And the police know that cooperation with the Bureau always pays off. In this case, the payoff is a man's life.
Car 813. Come in, priority.
Your car?
What about that guy?
Never mind that guy. Is this your car?
Talk to him.
Where's your registration?
It's not my car. It belongs to a friend.
I think you better come down to headquarters.
Why? What for?
Well, a car answering this description was stolen about half an hour ago. Theft took place back in the same direction you just came from.
You can't arrest me. I told you the car belongs to a friend. Look, I'll give you his number. Call him up.
Look, mister, all I said was come down to headquarters. You can explain down there. And just to make sure you don't get lost, I'll drive you. Your friend can ride down with my partner. This is CF27YT. What about Project Color? Has contact been made?
Suspected car thieves taken into custody. Over.
Car thieves, huh?
Yeah. The police had to find some excuse to move in. We didn't want the comrades to think the tip-off came from a party member.
No. That'd just put me on their liquidation list.
This Rick fellow will be mighty grateful to you, Herb.
No reason why he should be. We're both on the same team, aren't we?
You better get some breakfast, Herb.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess I could use some. Officer Richard Harper, known to the Communist Party as Comrade Rick, was given a new assignment by the police department. Other members of the anti-Red Squad continued Harper's job of exposing illegal communist activities to the local police. Next week, we'll bring you another story from the files of Herbert A. Philbrick, citizen, communist, counter-spy.